Hi, editing Julia. I make so many mistakes. I make so many mistakes in this video. It bothers me. And I'm feeling quite neurotic about the video where I just want to try and change every little thing that I've gotten wrong. I don't know what it was on this day that I filmed, but my head must have been empty. It really must have been empty. Enjoy this head empty video. I try my best. Hello and welcome. So I'm already majorly regretting this. I regretted it from like the moment I decided to participate, and I'm even regretting it even more now that I've decided to do this video in a single take. Cool, and my phone's all the way over there, so excuse me, grabbed it. Okay, so this is a November TBR, but I decided to participate in the Clear Your Shit readathon. So it is being held throughout November. I don't know. Mainly I decided to participate because I was like, wow, this is really cool and creative how they've done this. Who's it hosted by? I apologize. It is hosted by Mouse Reads and Ink and Plasma on Twitter. Yes, that is who it is run by. It's on Twitter. I'll link all of the stuff below. Hopefully I'm not lazy later on and not do it. So yes, this readathon is intended for you to read all of the unread books on your shelves, and that I have plenty of. I have so many unread books. So it's another reason why I decided to participate, because I'm like, if I pull it off, I've read all of these damn books, which the stack is huge, so I doubt it. I'm not even going to be able to take a screenshot of it for a thumbnail because it is like, it is this big. It is a crazy thick stack. A lot of the books are chunky too. And I don't even have one of the books yet because it's a pre-order and it's not arrived yet. So hopefully it arrives in November for me to do it. Right, so I'm going to try and get through this list as quickly as possible. I'm probably not going to give that many descriptions of the books. I'm not going to read any blurbs because it's going to take up so much time, and if I want to do this all in one take, I need to do it before my camera cuts out. So, the first prompt is your shortest book. It is quite literally this little penguin classic, Jason and Medea by, I'm not even going to try and pronounce this. It's like Greek names. Kill me. It is very short. It's a classic Greek play. That is it all summed up. The next one is the book that's been on your shelf the longest. Now, this is a very hard one to guess because I've had these shelves for so long and they've like gone through so many evolutions as well. They started off white and in my bedroom, and then I read so much more that I extended into another room, and now I've got these wall-to-wall shelves. So it's hard to judge what is the oldest unread book on my shelves. So I just went for one that I've had for such a long time that I don't even remember what it is. The Sacred Book of Sacred Things by Torsten Kroll. I have literally no idea what this is about, but it seems fantasy actually. Why have I not read this yet? It seems really cool. Oh, it's got the, I think it's Roman goddess of the moon, Selene. Yeah, cool. Don't know why I've not read this in all the years that I've had it. So the next prompt is found family heist a group. I mean, it's quite literally the most popular heist book. It is all the way at the bottom here, and I'm surrounding myself with books. This is why I had to film on the floor, because there are so many books. So many books. Okay, this is the book, Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. Of course, typical. It's not the only heist one, but it's the heist one. Well, it's not the only heist found family a group situation book, but it's the one that I've been meaning to read, the one that I now do have on my shelves, literally just collecting dust. So while editing, I realized that Shadow and Bone is not the heist book. It's not the heist book. It's Six of Crows, that is. But because I want to read the Shadow and Bone trilogy before I read Six of Crows, I'm guessing that's kind of what my brain was going through when dealing with that prompt. I'm not going to change it because I still really do want to read Shadow and Bone. So, the hosts of this readathon did give like a frequently asked questions page, and it does say you can interpret the prompts in any way you want. So this is how I'm interpreting this prompt, apparently. Yeah. So, yeah, I put that for that prompt. Put this for that prompt, yes. Right. The next one is a book with an animal in it. I probably have a few that I can have a prompt fit that, but I went with this one, and I have technically started it. Oh, I actually got a little bit of the way in. You know what? Okay, but I'm just gonna start it again. It's a Ted Hughes bestiary poem selected by Alice Oswald. Oswald? Yes. So it's just a collection of Ted Hughes poems that have animals in them. And I've got a little, can you see it? It's a little bookmark that's got drafts. Yes, yes, cute. So I went with that one for that prompt. A book that's been intimidating me. Emma by Jane Austen. I think the audiobook for this is like 16 hours. I really do want to read this, but I mean, it looks not too thick compared to some of the fantasy books I have on this TBR. I feel like I've forgotten to grab anything. If I have, oh damn well. But the text is small and the spacing. Yeah, so I will be using that audiobook for this because I will be struggling with it. A scary book. Now, I don't really read horror, thriller and whatnot, so I went with a different interpretation of this. And I picked See What You Made Me Do by Jess Hill. It won an award. I'm fairly sure I've spoken about this in other videos before. It is a book about domestic abuse. So the subtitle is Power Control and Domestic Abuse, and this version is specific to Australian statistics, I believe, but Jess Hill did recently get an American version published and it has American statistics in it, I believe. Anyway, then there's a free space. What is my first free space that I used up? There is a mess. Greek kills me. I did a buy with me video where I full got up Google Translate and got it to pronounce this. It is a classic Greek play. It's supposed to be satirical, where women get tired of men's shit basically, and they go on a sex strike. It's called a satire. It's classified as a satire. Satire. But I've heard people say that it's actually not so funny because it's actually pretty in line with issues. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's my free space book. I picked that one on purpose because it's so small, so hopefully I can read it like that. The next one is a magical fantasy book. Yep, okay. This is the chunkiest one on this list. This is the one that's been scaring me a lot. Dark Dawn by J. Christoph. I'm still salty one about the fact that it is completely different cover to the first two, and a message coming through my phone. Thank you. Oh, what's this say? Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. I'm also salty about the fact that it's a different height. Don't think it was necessary. I don't care how chunky the shorter bind up ends up being, but yeah. So that's here as a magical fantasy book because it's that. My most expensive book. Where is it? It's at the bottom. Everything ends up being on the bottom. Fluff. Okay. The Odyssey by Homer, translated by Emily Wilson. This cost me a fair bit. But when it arrived and it had, I don't know what these edges are called, but they're like rough, they're not even, you can kind of see it. Yeah, kind of makes sense, but also it was a lot. It was a lot, but I wanted this translation, so I paid for it. What's the next one? A pretty book cover. Okay. It is Girl, Woman, Other by Bernardine Evaristo. I've been meaning to read this for a while. I've had it for a little while as well. It also is going to be very handy for me when I continue to write my thesis. Yes. This is like my best smelling book as well. I don't know what it is, but penguins always end up smelling really good. I don't know why. It just smells so good. Yes, so I actually really do adore that cover. The colors are just, the next one is a magical book. What did I put down? I originally put down Howl's Moving Castle, but I kind of then assumed it means to read physical books on our shelves, especially if we do have a lot of physical unread books. So I then changed out Howl's Moving Castle for The Near Witch by V. Schwab. Yes, again, have had this for a little while, I think. I've not read any of V.E. Schwab's books. She's quite a hyped author. Yeah, so anyway, got this here. I'm fairly sure if it's about a witch, I'm gonna assume that it's a magical book. There's a side quest for this. It's to read the The Scapegraces, and I've seen the cover of that, which is absolutely gorgeous. I've also read the blurb for that, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and I would read that, but I don't have the book. Excuse me. I don't have the book, and I don't have the means to buy the book right now, so unfortunately I can't do the side quest. The next one is a book that has the color blue or has water themes. I'm assuming this is about the ocean. Yeah, the sea. The Waves by Virginia Woolf. This cover is also gorgeous. It's not quite so blue, and it looks like waves, but I'm fairly sure it's a bed sheet. So I've got this here. What is the next one? A book with a character you think you'll want to fight. Oh, I don't remember my justifications for putting this on this list. I really can't explain it. I don't think I could find anything else to fill the gap, so I kind of just like went, well, maybe I'll hate the dude. So I went with Daphnis and Chloe by Longus, classic Greek tale. This one's actually not a play. Did I say that Jason and Medea is a play? Because I don't think it's a play. No, it's not a play. Anyway, so yes, I really need to get through all of my Greek reads. It is actually quite important that I do that, so I've got a fair few on this list. What is next? A book someone recommended or bought for me. This one was an easy one actually, because yes, this was one of the last books, or is it the last books that I received as a gift? Yeah, I'm fairly sure. And I've been wanting to read this a lot, and it was bought with not the pretense, but also it was gifted to me as a break from my thesis, which I haven't done, or really I haven't used it as a break from my thesis. It's The Memory Police by Yoko Okawana. Japanese names aren't even that difficult, and I really just did struggle. My brain just was like, nah, can't do it, can't do it. Yeah, so I've got The Memory Police here. I'm super stoked about this one. It doesn't look difficult actually. I am so tempted to start this now, but I have so much more else to read. My brain is starting to just like backfire. Yeah. But I am trying to go as fast as I can, and I think I am going as fast as I can. I didn't grab this one off of the shelf. Okay, it's in the corner. So, this prompt, you can't even, okay. My face is back. The prompt is a book you don't remember. The Intern. I really don't remember what this is about. Like, there are so many on my shelves that I'm sure that I don't really remember what it's supposed to be about. But this one, like, brain empty. Don't recall anything of this really, except that it's a person that wanted an internship. I think I partly bought it for the cover. Yeah. Anyway, I'm moving on. The next one is a free book or a break. So what did I pick for that one? This. I picked this, A Constant Hum by Alice Bishop. This is a short story collection, and some of them is quite literally just that. which this one's a really good one, and I'm so glad that I opened it up on this one because it is great. So all of it is surrounding bushfires in Australia. Yes. And this one is called Maps. I'm gonna read this out because I love it so much because it's actually quite literally very true. It takes the satellites a while to catch up. Our place is still there on Google Earth, months after. Every morning I reload the page and there's something calming when I still see no blackened scar through green. So, almost dropped it and it did go into my face. So yes, this is my free book. I'm really not going to get through any of these books, I swear, but they're all here just in case. And I'm reaching the 20-minute mark, so let's keep going as quickly as possible. The next one is read a book with a map in it. Oh my god, that's like literally all of my fantasy books. I went with The Memory of Babel by Christelle Debos. This is the next in the Mirror Visitor Quartet, and I'm so excited for this. Jesus, this stack of books right here is so tall. Yes, this is the third installment. It technically has a map in it, but I needed to fit that on this list, and I couldn't put it in my October TBR because it arrived after I made that video. So, the next one is your oldest book by publication date. I really did struggle with this one, to be honest, because I have so many books. I don't know what the oldest by publication date is. So I just picked, I went through a couple of my books on my classical, oh my god, did I ruin the flowers? Anyway, I went through a few of those on the classical shelf and just went through the dates, and I think that one might be Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I don't even want to pick up the bind-ups that are so chunky, like the Sherlock one or the Brothers Grimm one. So I saw that the date of this one and I'm like, this is it. There's no arguing with it. This is it. Yep. The next one is a pre-order book with a sequel coming out or a library reservation. This is a pre-order. This is the pre-order I mentioned earlier. It has not come yet, and I hope it does come during November because I want to read this book ASAP. It's like one of my most anticipated reads of 2020. It is From Darkness by Kate Hazel Hall. She is a tutor of mine from uni, or was in my first year, and she messaged me earlier in the year saying that she had her debut novel coming out, and I've been so excited ever since. So the second that I could pre-order it, I did. So that one's based in Australia. It's a Greek underworld retelling. It's sapphic love and got ghosts in it. So yes, a lot in it, but it all sounds so super good. The next prompt is a book with a shiny cover or a magical object. Circe by Madeline Miller. This is the shiniest cover ever. The shiniest. And I'm fairly sure there would be magical stuff on it because I said it was only going to be a one take and I'd have to be as quick as possible so it wouldn't cut out, but it cut out. And it was so painful because I literally have only one book left. As I was saying, Circe is a sorceress, so anything got to do with Circe would be magical. And the last book that it could not hold out for is a free book choice. Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit by Jeanette Winterson has been like on all of my TBRs, always. I'm so annoyed. I literally had one book left. Anyway, yeah, that's the last one. Yeah. I'm probably going to use an audiobook to read along with, it's not needed really, it's a short book, but I've got the audiobook for it, so I think I've got the audiobook downloaded, so I might as well use it while reading along. And that is it. That is, I don't even know how many books that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That is 20. Wow. Am I gonna do it? Probably not. 20 books is almost quite literally half of the books that I've already read this year so far. So I don't know, November's only 30 days, so that's almost a book a day, and some of these are quite chunky. Let's pray for everyone doing this TBR, readathon, because it's gonna be intense, and I might never have to sleep to get some of this shit read. That is the whole point of this readathon. And I don't know how I'm gonna take a thumbnail but I'll think of something. Alright. Thank you for watching. Praise and good vibes in the comments section if you so wish, because it's honestly going to be needed. I'm already dying thinking about it. And I didn't even read my October TBR, just to put that out there. I really didn't at all. I read like 2 books so far, and the chances of me actually reading any more, crazy. Anyway, yep, that's it. That is it now. If you like, please give this a thumbs up. If you like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. I might be complaining throughout the whole month of November about how crazy this is going to be. But there we go. Alright, okay. Just bye. Alright. She's cool. Okay. That is it.